everyone, I welcome all of you on Gate Chemical Planet and I would like to thank all the students who subscribed my channel. Be connect with me, okay? We'll discuss some more information related to the mass transfer and other subjects on my channel. So please subscribe my channel, okay? So now today I'm going to start a new series which is a Gate 2021 MCQ series, which is based on multiple choice questions on mass transfer. Introduction of mass transfer. Because what is the requirement of this type of series? As you all know that the syllabus of the GATE Chemical Engineering 2021 has been changed. So I think it is very good for you guys if I am providing some multiple choice questions or the multiple select questions to all of you. Okay, so just start the lecture. In question number 1, mass transfer is a result of option A, B, C and D are given. Concentration difference, the diffusion, both A and B and none of these. So to give the correct option for this question, it is very important to recall the definition of mass transfer. Mass transfer is the transfer of species from one point to another point in a single phase, or the transfer of species from one phase to another due to chemical potential. So what is this chemical potential? This chemical potential is basically the driving force in mass transfer. This chemical potential may be the concentration gradient, the partial pressure gradient, the mole fraction gradient, okay, or the temperature gradient also. So the concentration gradient is the driving force in mass transfer. So option A is correct. And diffusion is also a mass transfer process. So it is also a correct option. So for this question, both A and B are correct. Okay, I think this is clear to all the students. Now move on to the question number 2. Question number 2 is, visually mass transfer operations are used for the separation of products from its byproduct, purification of raw materials, both A and B, and none of these. So student, to give the answer of this question properly, we have to recall the purpose of chemical engineering. The purpose of chemical engineering is to take raw material and to produce the finished product for the consumer. And to achieve this goal, we have to use various steps. So first step is the purification of raw materials to remove the impurities. And for this purpose, the mass transfer processes are used. And second, when the raw product has formed, the raw product separation is very important. The separation of product from the byproducts are done with the help of mass transfer processes. So here both the options are correct. A and B, both the options are correct, because we are using the mass transfer operations for the purification of raw material as well as for the separation of products from its byproducts. So now move on to the question number 3. Separation or purification cost directly depends upon the ratio of final to initial concentration of the separated substances. If this ratio is high, then product cost is high, low, remain constant or uncertain. So to give the answer properly, I am writing here the purity is directly proportional to the separation cost. Okay, S means separation. Purity is directly proportional to the separation cost. So when purity will increase, if you want to increase the purity, okay, so what will happen? The cost of separation will also increase. So if this ratio is high, if the final to initial concentration of the separated substance is high, then the separation cost will be high. So option A is correct. So now move on to the question number 4. The sulfuric acid is a relatively low priced product. Because sulfur is found in pure state, it is obtained in high concentration from the nature, or both A and B and none of these. So to give the answer of this question, I want to give you more information about the H2SO4. H2SO4 can be formed from cheaper material and the cost of separation is much less because the raw material is sulfur and sulfur exists in nature in much purer form than other materials, and also the sulfur in nature is present in high concentration. So H2SO4 is of cheaper cost. So I think both the options are correct. I think not, I should be okay. So it is found in pure state, it is correct, and obtained in high concentration from nature, it is also correct. So the correct option is A and B. The option C is correct. Now move on to the question number 5. An example of mass transfer is diffusion of smoke from a tall chimney into the surrounding atmosphere, drying of wet clothes, initial dissolution and subsequent uniform spreading of lumps of sugar added to a cup of tea, and all of these. So all the options are correct because the drying of wet cloth is also an example of mass transfer operation where the water is removed into the surrounding and there is a concentration gradient there is a difference in concentration. Okay, so in all these cases there is a difference in concentration, or we can say the difference in chemical potential. So all these processes are the example of mass transfer. So option D is correct. Now move on question number 6. Question number 6 says different mass transfer operations can be placed in the category of, 4 options are given for this question. Different mass transfer operations can be placed in the category of direct contact of two miscible phases, phase separation by a membrane, use of surface phenomena, all of the above depending upon the type of system. So mass transfer processes are classified in many categories and these are the categories of mass transfer processes and all these options are correct. So option D is correct for this operation. Okay. So now move on question number 7. The diffusion mass transfer is the transport of matter on a macroscopic level. It occurs when a substance diffuses through a layer of stagnant fluid. Is a result of diffusion from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration in a system of mixtures of solids. Is dependent of any convention within the system. Fourth option is it is dependent on any convention within the system. So to answer this question, it is important to recall the definition of diffusion. Diffusion occurs by random and spontaneous microscopic movement of individual molecule in a gas, liquid or solid as a result of thermal motion. Okay, so here macroscopic is not correct. So this option is not correct because it is the result of diffusion is the result of microscopic movement of individual molecule. It occurs when a substance diffuses through a layer of stagnant fluid. So the transport of molecules from higher concentration to a lower concentration is occurring in a stagnant medium. Then only we can say there is a diffusion. So the presence of stagnant medium is important for diffusion, or we can say that the movement is in laminar flow. So here this option B is the correct statement because diffusion occurs when a substance diffuses through a layer of stagnant fluid. Okay, according to the definition of diffusion. And this C option, in this C option it is given diffusion is a result of diffusion from a region of high concentration to a lower concentration. High concentration to lower concentration is a correct statement. In a system of mixtures of solid, so in solid diffusion take place, but in mixture of solids the rate of diffusion is very slow, or we can neglect the diffusion in solid into solid. So this statement is not properly correct, because if the diffusion is occurring, then we have to incorporate one statement also. It occurs when a substance diffuses through a layer of stagnant fluid. So stagnant is not here. So option B is the appropriate answer of this question. Is independent of any convection within the system. It is not a correct option. So option B is the only option which is correct for this question. Now move on to the 8th question. The eddy diffusion occurs when one of the fluid is in turbulent motion. Both fluids are in laminar flow. Both A and B, and none of these. Eddy diffusion, we can also say it is a convective mass transfer. In case of convective mass transfer, the eddy diffusion by random macroscopic fluid motion is there, and the random macroscopic fluid motion is responsible for the convective mass transfer. So there is no laminar motion for eddy diffusion. So option A is correct, because one of the fluid is in turbulent flow. Option A is correct for this question. Now move on, question number 9. Mass transfer due to convection involves transfer between a moving fluid and a surface to relative immiscible fluid, either A or B. So according to the definition of mass transfer involves a moving fluid and a convection. Mass transfer due to convection involves transfer between a moving fluid and a surface. This statement is correct. And two relative immiscible fluids. This statement is also correct. So either we can select A or B. Okay. So now move on, question number 10th. The molecular mass transfer is analogous to convection mass transfer, convection heat transfer, or conduction heat transfer, or any of these. So for your information, students, molecular mass transfer is analogous to conduction heat transfer. Okay. And eddy mass transfer is analogous to convection mass transfer, heat transfer. So molecular mass transfer is analogous to conduction heat transfer. So I think it is clear to all the students. Now move on the next question. Question number 11th is, the convective mass transfer depends upon transport properties of the flowing fluid, dynamic characteristics of the flowing fluid, or both A and B, and none of these. So student, convective mass transfer depends upon the transport properties as well as the dynamic characteristics of the flowing fluid. So option A and B both are correct. So now move on, next question. The ratio of flux to concentration gradient is called the thermal diffusivity, eddy diffusivity, mass transfer coefficient, or volumetric diffusivity. So student, from the definition of JA equals to minus DAB, okay, into dCA by dZ. So here this is the Fick's first law of diffusion, where molar flux is directly proportional to the concentration gradient, and DAB is the proportionality constant. It is known as the diffusivity or diffusion coefficient or the mass transfer coefficient. So the correct option for this question is mass transfer coefficient. Okay. So I think it is clear to all the students. Okay. So in later on classes we will discuss more multiple choice question series, okay, on mass transfer. So Thank you so much for listening my lecture, and please join me and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.